Imagine waking up to a day where the world map is not as it used to be, where chaos is the new order. In the east, Taiwan's political landscape has shifted with the election of a candidate that China opposes, creating ripples of uncertainty across the Pacific. Meanwhile, in the heart of Europe, Germany grapples with massive strikes. Farmers and train drivers, the backbone of the nation, have brought the country to a standstill, disrupting the rhythm of daily life. From the east to the west, the world is playing out an unsettling symphony of instability, a discordant tune that reverberates across continents, shaking the very core of our global community. Each event, whether political or social, is a note in this chaotic melody, and in this symphony every note is a shockwave affecting the entire globe. Money loses its value overnight and the ground beneath us trembles. The year 2024 has seen Argentina grappling with an inflation rate of 211%, the highest in over 3 decades. Imagine the desperation, the frustration. Picture the turmoil as prices skyrocket, as the value of hard-earned money evaporates in a blink. It's a dance of numbers, a whirlwind of economics that leaves families and individuals struggling to keep pace. But the tremors aren't just metaphorical, they're literal too. Over in Oklahoma, the earth itself has been shaking, a magnitude 4.4 earthquake rattling the state. It's a reminder of the raw power of nature, a power that can catch us off guard in its sudden unleashing. Meanwhile, Iceland has been dealing with its own natural catastrophe, a volcanic eruption painting the sky with ash and fire. It's a world where economies crumble and the earth quakes, a world in motion and turmoil. As the economic ground shakes, nature echoes with its own tremors. When diplomacy fails, the drumbeats of war echo ominously. In the heart of Europe, the specter of conflict looms over Ukraine. Dmitry Medvedev, former Russian president, fires a chilling warning to the West. The deployment of British troops, to Russia a declaration of war. A stark reminder that the flames of aggression can easily turn into a global inferno. Meanwhile, halfway across the world, the skies of Yemen rumble with the thunderous roars of airstrikes. United States-led coalition forces target the Houthi rebels, ratcheting up the tension in an already volatile region. Each explosion, every plume of smoke, is a testament to the escalating tension, the palpable threat of a conflict spiraling out of control. The world watches, breath held as the drumbeats of war reverberate across continents. The echoes of potential conflict, of alliances tested and borders threatened, reach from the frosty steppes of Ukraine to the sun-scorched sands of Yemen. The drumbeats are getting louder and the echoes are reaching every corner of the world. The battlefield is not always between countries. Sometimes, it's within them. Take Ecuador, for instance, where the government has declared an internal armed conflict. This is no mere political squabble but a deeply rooted issue, a struggle against escalating gang violence that has thrown the country into turmoil. But Ecuador is not alone in battling strife from within. Over in Israel, the thunderous echoes of Hezbollah's strikes reverberate throughout the nation, a chilling reminder of the persistent threat lurking within its boundaries. Amid this turmoil, the Israeli Defense Forces have hatched a plan to seize Gaza's border with Egypt, a move that could shift the tides in their favor, or plunge them deeper into conflict. The strife is not just on the borders, but within the heart of nations. Sometimes the chaos is not across oceans but just outside your window. As we navigate through the tumultuous landscape of 2024, we find that discord has found its way to the United States, the land of the free. Recently, the Los Angeles National Cemetery, a symbol of peace and remembrance, became a canvas for anti-Israeli sentiments. Protesters, driven by their disdain, defaced this sacred ground, leaving a trail of unruly expression in their wake. Meanwhile, on the doorstep of the nation's capital, a violent riot erupted. In front of the White House, the very heart of the country's political power, citizens clashed with an intensity that seemed to echo the global unrest we've been exploring. These events serve as a stark reminder that no corner of the globe is immune to the ripple effects of global instability. And so, we find ourselves in a world that is not simply evolving, but undergoing a seismic shift. The chaos, once a distant murmur, has arrived at our doorstep. In this era of chaos, the world is not just changing, it's transforming.